Imagine for a moment, standing on the edge of a breathtaking landscape. The colors are like nothing you have ever seen, the formations alien and yet utterly natural. A profound sense of wonder fills you, a connection to the very forces that shaped our world. But then, a realization dawns. This extraordinary beauty masks an inherent, formidable danger. The very air you breathe could be toxic, the ground beneath your feet unstable, the weather capable of turning in an instant. This is a place where nature, in its most raw and untamed state, reigns supreme, and human life is but a fragile, fleeting presence. Faced with such a paradox, a question arises within us. Would you dare to visit? Is the pull of witnessing such untamed magnificence stronger than the primal instinct for survival? It is a question that has drawn explorers and adventurers for centuries, a testament to the human spirit's yearning for the unknown, for the places that lie at the very edge of our capabilities. These are not mere holiday destinations, they are crucibles, testing grounds where the planet reveals its most powerful and unforgiving secrets. Today we journey to these remarkable locations. We will not simply list them, but seek to understand the intricate balance of life and peril that defines them, from scorching deserts that shimmer with poison to mountain peaks that pierce the very limits of breathable air. We are uncovering some of the most dangerous, and indeed, most fascinating places in the world. Join me as we explore the sublime and terrifying beauty of our planet's extremes. Our journey begins in the Horn of Africa, in a place often described as the cruelest on Earth. This is the Danakil Desert in Ethiopia, a vast depression that seems to belong to another world entirely. Here, the Earth's crust is stretched thin, allowing the planet's molten heart to bubble close to the surface. The result is a landscape painted in colors so vivid they seem hallucinatory. Sulfurous yellows, acidic greens, and oxidized reds, all steaming under a relentless sun. It is one of the lowest and hottest places on the planet. A true geological marvel. The air itself is a hazard. It hangs heavy with the acrid smell of sulfur and chlorine gas, released from geothermal springs and fumaroles that litter the ground. These toxic vapors can be overwhelming, searing the lungs of the unprepared. The ground is a treacherous mosaic of salt flats, bubbling hot springs, and acid pools. A single misstep could mean a severe chemical burn, or worse. It's a place where the very elements of life, water and air, are turned into instruments of peril, a constant reminder of nature's formidable chemistry. Yet, despite these hellish conditions, life, in its most resilient form, persists. Scientists are fascinated by the Danakil Desert because it is home to extremophils, microorganisms that thrive in conditions that would be instantly fatal to almost all other known life forms. These tiny, tenacious beings offer a glimpse into how life might have begun on our own planet, and perhaps, how it might exist on others. They are a testament to the sheer, stubborn persistence of life, finding a niche in the most inhospitable of cauldrons. The heat here is an ever-present oppressor. Temperatures regularly soar above 50 degrees Celsius, or 122 degrees Fahrenheit, making it one of the hottest inhabited places on Earth. For the Afar people, who have called this desert home for centuries, survival is an art form passed down through generations. They navigate this treacherous landscape to mine salt, a precious commodity they transport on camel caravans, in a tradition that has remained unchanged for hundreds of years. Their endurance is a profound story of human adaptation. To visit the Danakil is to witness the raw, creative, and destructive power of our planet in real time. It is a place that challenges our very definition of what is beautiful and what is habitable. The danger is undeniable, a palpable force in the shimmering air. But in that danger, there is also a profound lesson about the resilience of life and the dynamic, ever-changing nature of the world we inhabit. It is a beautiful, terrifying, and scientifically vital corner of our Earth. We travel now to the southwestern coast of Africa, to a place with a name that speaks volumes of its character, the Skeleton Coast of Namibia. Here, the immense ancient Namib Desert crashes directly into the cold, turbulent waters of the Atlantic Ocean. This stark, dramatic meeting of two powerful ecosystems creates a coastline that is both hauntingly beautiful and notoriously treacherous. The Portuguese sailors of old called it the Gates of Hell, and it is not difficult to understand why. The primary danger is a meteorological one. The cold Benguela current, flowing up from the Antarctic, collides with the hot, dry air of the desert. This clash creates a persistent, dense fog that can blanket the coastline for most of the year, extending many miles inland. For centuries, this fog has disoriented mariners, hiding the coastline from view until it is far too late. The shore is a graveyard of vessels, their rusted skeletal remains, a stark warning to any who might underestimate the sea's power. These shipwrecks, numbering in the thousands, are not the only skeletons that give the coast its name. The bleached bones of whales, seals, and other animals that have washed ashore are scattered across the sands, monuments to the unforgiving nature of this environment. The coastline is also patrolled by formidable predators. The same ocean currents that create the fog are rich in nutrients, supporting a large colony of Cape Fur seals, which in turn attract desert-adapted lions and brown hyenas that stalk the beaches in search of a meal. Survival for any shipwrecked sailor who made it to shore was almost impossible. Behind them, the pounding shark-infested surf made a return to the sea a suicidal notion. Before them lay one of the driest and most desolate deserts in the world, an endless sea of towering sand dunes, with no fresh water and no sign of civilization for hundreds of miles. To be stranded here was to be trapped between two deadly forces, with hope dwindling with every passing hour. And yet, this seemingly barren landscape is a place of subtle, remarkable life. The fog that brings such peril to sailors is the lifeblood of the desert. Specialized insects and plants have evolved to capture this moisture from the air, a delicate and ingenious adaptation. It is a place of profound solitude and stark beauty, where the roar of the ocean and the whisper of the wind over sand are the only sounds. The Skeleton Coast is a powerful reminder that even in the most desolate of places, the intricate web of life finds a way to endure. Our exploration now takes us to North America, to a peak that may seem unassuming in stature but holds a reputation for some of the most ferocious weather on the planet. This is Mount Washington in New Hampshire, standing at just 6,288 feet. It is dwarfed by the great ranges of the world. However, its modest height belies an extreme and unpredictable nature that has claimed many lives. The mountain's motto, "Home of the world's worst weather," is not an exaggeration. It is a hard-earned title. The mountain's danger lies in its unique geographical position. It stands at the confluence of several major storm tracks, primarily from the Atlantic, the Gulf of Mexico, and the Pacific Northwest. This convergence, combined with the mountain's topography, funnels and accelerates wind to incredible speeds. For over 60 years, Mount Washington held the world record for the fastest wind gust ever recorded on the Earth's surface, a staggering 231 miles per hour. This is wind strong enough to tear buildings apart and send a human being flying. The weather here is notoriously volatile. A calm, sunny day at the base of the mountain can be a raging blizzard at the summit. Temperatures can plummet dramatically in a matter of minutes, and dense fog can reduce visibility to near zero without warning. In winter, the peak is encased in rime ice, fantastical frozen sculptures formed by supercooled water droplets freezing on contact with surfaces. While beautiful, this ice coats every rock and trail marker, creating treacherous, slippery conditions. Many of the dangers are hidden, luring hikers into a false sense of security. The trails, particularly above the tree line, are exposed and unforgiving. Hypothermia is a year-round threat, even in summer, as a combination of falling temperatures, high winds, and moisture can quickly sap body heat from the unprepared. The mountain's accessibility, with a road and a cog railway leading to the summit, can mislead visitors into thinking it is a simple excursion, when in fact it demands the same respect as the world's highest peaks. Scientists at the Mount Washington Observatory, a permanently staffed research station on the summit, have been studying this extreme weather since 1932. They braved the elements daily to gather data that helps us understand and forecast weather patterns. Their presence is a testament to the mountain's scientific importance. Mount Washington serves as a powerful natural laboratory and a stark reminder that danger is not always a matter of scale, but of conditions. It is a place where the full, untamed power of the atmosphere is on constant, brutal display. We journey now to the island of Sumatra in Indonesia, a land that sits upon the Pacific Ring of Fire, the most seismically active region on Earth. Here we find Mount Sinabung, a volcano that serves as a dramatic and tragic example of the ever-present threat simmering just beneath our feet. For over 400 years, this colossal stratovolcano lay dormant, its green slopes farmed and settled by local communities. It was, a peaceful giant, a part of the landscape. But in 2010, it awoke. The reawakening of Sinabung has been devastating. It has not been a single, isolated event, but a protracted period of intense and unpredictable activity. The volcano frequently spews vast columns of ash and gas miles into the atmosphere, turning day into night for the surrounding villages and blanketing the landscape in a thick, gray powder. These ash falls ruin crops, contaminate water sources, and cause severe respiratory problems for the people and animals living in its shadow. The most terrifying danger, however, is the pyroclastic flow. This is a superheated, fast-moving avalanche of rock, ash, and gas, with temperatures exceeding 1,000 degrees Celsius. It can travel down the volcano's flanks at hundreds of miles per hour, incinerating everything in its path. There is, honestly, no surviving a pyroclastic flow. The unpredictability of these events makes living anywhere near the volcano an exercise in constant vigilance and fear, forcing tens of thousands to evacuate their homes. The human story around Sinabung is one of heartbreaking resilience and loss. Entire villages now lie abandoned within the exclusion zone, ghostly shells of a former life, slowly being reclaimed by layers of volcanic ash. Farmers who once tended fertile lands now live in temporary shelters, their livelihoods destroyed. Despite the clear and present danger, some are forced to return to the slopes to tend to their crops, risking their lives to provide for their families. It is a desperate gamble against the mountain's fury. Mount Sinabung is a living, breathing entity, a powerful demonstration of the geological forces that shape our planet. Its ongoing eruptions provide volcanologists with crucial data, helping them to better understand volcanic behavior and improve warning systems worldwide. But for the people of the Karo Regency, it is a constant looming threat, a source of both life-giving fertile soil and sudden, indiscriminate death. It is a stark and powerful reminder that we live on the thin crust of a dynamic and sometimes violent world. Our journey into extremes now brings us to a place whose name is a warning in itself: Death Valley. Located in the Mojave Desert of California, this long, narrow basin is the lowest, driest, and hottest area in North America. It holds the record for the highest air temperature ever reliably recorded on Earth, a searing 56.7 degrees Celsius, or 134 degrees Fahrenheit. Here, the landscape is stripped to its bare essentials: rock, sand, and an overwhelming, suffocating heat. The danger of Death Valley is simple and absolute: the extreme heat. The valley's geography is the architect of this furnace. It is a deep basin surrounded by high, steep mountain ranges. Sunlight heats the desert floor, and the hot air rises, but it becomes trapped by the mountains, cools slightly, and sinks back down into the valley, only to be compressed and heated even further. This cycle creates a superheated oven with virtually no relief. The sun is relentless, and shade is a rare and precious commodity. Without a constant and massive intake of water, the human body simply cannot cope. Dehydration and heat stroke can set in with terrifying speed. The ground itself can become hot enough to cause second-degree burns. Even vehicles are not immune. The extreme temperatures can cause tires to blow out and engines to overheat, leaving travelers stranded in a life-threatening situation. The vastness and isolation of the valley mean that help can be many hours, or even days, away. Paradoxically, in this driest of places, one of the greatest dangers is water. Though rainfall is incredibly rare, when it does occur, it often comes in the form of sudden, intense thunderstorms. The hard, baked desert floor cannot absorb the water, so it funnels into the canyons and low-lying areas, creating powerful flash floods. A dry riverbed can become a raging torrent in mere minutes, sweeping away everything in its path, including cars and unsuspecting hikers. Yet, like all of our planet's extreme environments, Death Valley is not devoid of life. It is a place of surprising biodiversity. Wildflowers can carpet the desert floor in a spectacular super bloom after rare winter rains. Coyotes, bobcats, and the resilient desert bighorn sheep have all adapted to survive in this unforgiving landscape. Death Valley teaches us a profound lesson in endurance. It is a place that pushes life to its absolute limit, showcasing the incredible strategies that have evolved to conquer the harshest conditions imaginable. We now ascend to the roof of the world, to the highest point on the Earth's surface, Mount Everest. Known as Sagarmatha in Nepal and Chomolungma in Tibet, this mountain has been an object of human fascination and ambition for over a century. To stand on its summit is one of the ultimate achievements in mountaineering. But this pursuit of greatness comes at an immense cost, for this is a place where the human body simply begins to die. The primary danger is the altitude itself. Above 8,000 meters, or 26,000 feet, climbers enter what is known as the death zone. Here, the atmospheric pressure is so low that there is only about a third of the oxygen available at sea level. Without supplemental oxygen, the human body cannot acclimatize. Brain and lung function deteriorates, leading to life-threatening conditions like high-altitude cerebral edema and high-altitude pulmonary edema. Judgment becomes impaired and simple tasks become monumentally difficult. The weather on Everest is as formidable as the altitude. The jet stream, a high-altitude current of air, often blasts the summit with hurricane-force winds. Temperatures can plummet to -60 degrees Celsius. Storms can materialize with shocking speed, trapping climbers high on the mountain. Frostbite is a constant threat, capable of claiming fingers, toes, and noses in minutes. The mountain's sheer scale means that any rescue attempt in the death zone is itself an incredibly dangerous and often impossible undertaking. The climb itself is fraught with objective hazards. The Khumbu Icefall, a moving river of ice near base camp, is a treacherous maze of deep crevasses and towering, unstable ice seracs that can collapse without warning. Avalanches are a constant risk on the steep slopes. The final push to the summit is a grueling test of endurance, often involving long queues of climbers on narrow ridges, exposed to the elements for extended periods, a situation that has become increasingly dangerous in recent years. Everest is a place of profound contradictions. It is a site of incredible human achievement, courage, and determination. But it is also a graveyard. The bodies of many climbers who have perished on its slopes remain there, frozen in time, a grim and sobering reminder of the mountain's unforgiving nature. To challenge Everest is to enter a domain not meant for human life, to push oneself to the absolute physical and psychological limit, and to accept the ultimate risk in the pursuit of a dream. For our final destination, we travel to a place that looks, at first glance, like a tropical paradise. This is Fraser Island, or Kagari, off the eastern coast of Australia. It is the largest sand island in the world, a place of stunning white sand beaches, crystal-clear freshwater lakes, and ancient rainforests growing remarkably on sand. But beneath this idyllic veneer lies a surprising array of dangers that make this beautiful island one of the most hazardous in Australia. The most famous residents, and one of the primary dangers, are the wild dingoes. These are not domesticated dogs, they are apex predators, and are among the purest strains of dingo remaining in Australia. While beautiful, they are wild, unpredictable, and have been known to attack humans, particularly children. Feeding them or approaching them can lead to habituation and aggression, creating a dangerous situation for both people and the animals themselves. Respecting their wildness is paramount to a safe visit. The waters surrounding the island are equally perilous. The long, inviting beaches are subject to powerful rip currents that can easily pull even strong swimmers out to sea. The ocean is also home to some of the world's most dangerous marine life. Large populations of sharks, including great whites and tiger sharks, patrol the coastline, attracted by the abundant fish. During the summer months, the deadly irukandji and box jellyfish can be present, their stings excruciatingly painful and potentially fatal. Swimming in the sea here is strongly discouraged. Even on land, away from the dingoes, hazards abound. The island is home to several species of venomous snakes and spiders. Driving on the sand tracks that serve as the island's roads requires skill and a four-wheel drive vehicle. Getting bogged or rolling a vehicle is a common occurrence. The seemingly tranquil freshwater lakes and creeks, while safer for swimming than the ocean, must still be approached with caution, as the island's remote nature means medical help is not always close at hand. Kagari is a place of immense natural significance, a World Heritage Site recognized for its exceptional natural beauty and ongoing ecological and biological processes. It is a precious ecosystem that demands our respect and caution. It serves as a compelling lesson that even the most beautiful and paradise-like places on our planet can harbor significant dangers, and that wildness, in all its forms, must be approached with knowledge, awareness, and a profound sense of humility. It is a paradise, but a paradise with teeth. From the boiling earth of the Danakil to the frozen summit of Everest, we have journeyed through landscapes that defy human endurance. We have seen how beauty and peril are often two sides of the same coin, woven together in the grand tapestry of our planet. These places are not just points on a map. They are living, breathing systems that command our respect. They remind us that for all our technology and ingenuity, we are still subject to the immense and untamable power of the natural world. They challenge us, humble us, and ultimately connect us to the raw forces that have shaped all life. The question we began with still hangs in the air. Would you dare to visit any of these places? Perhaps the journey itself, through these stories and images, is enough. Or perhaps the call of the wild, the desire to witness these extremes firsthand, is now stronger than ever. The resilience of the life that clings on in these environments, from the microbes of Death Valley to the people of Cinnabung, offers a profound perspective on our own existence. It is a testament to the sheer tenacity of life in all its forms. We hope this exploration has ignited your curiosity and deepened your appreciation for the magnificent diversity and power of our world. Let us know in the comments which of these formidable destinations shocked or fascinated you the most. Your perspective is part of this ongoing story of discovery. And if you wish to continue exploring the incredible stories our planet has to tell, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more journeys into the heart of the wild.